advising illegal alien Somalis on how to evade ICE detection. That is as un-American as you can possibly get. It's unbecoming of a congressperson.
What evidence?
And I absolutely
where are
think
you
that
getting
it is
that from
disgusting.
specifically? Where are you getting that from specifically?
We have the audio of her doing that.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing Ilhan Omar, the well-known Somali American congresswoman. There's been some news lately suggesting she might face deportation back to Somalia. And no, this isn't a joke. About a week ago, Ilhan Omar was reportedly caught leading online workshops where she was advising Somali immigrants in the US on how to avoid deportation by ICE. I know, it sounds wild, but I promise this is the real deal. Let's take a closer look at her explanation for why she was involved in these workshops.
Elon Musk, I want to see if you want to respond to him. He is actually singling you out on X. He retweeted a post that alleged you were telling Somalians who are illegally in the country how to avoid deportation. You do speak Somali in the clip, and the translation, according to the translation, it shows you telling people that if ICE attempts to question them, they are not obliged to answer those questions. I do not speak Somali, and I'm basing this on the translation that he retweeted here. And this is guidance that we have heard from many immigration advocates. But Musk says that you are, quote, breaking the law literally outright. Do you want to respond to that?
Well, it just shows you how much he lacks an understanding of what the laws of this country are. In the clip, it was an interview that I gave to a reporter. I'm not in that room, actually, that they pan out to. That is an edited video. And in the interview, I was asked, well, what I say to Somalis who are undocumented or who their documentations might have lapsed. And it is important for people to exercise their Fifth Amendment right to remain silent unless they feel confident.
She isn't even denying it. As a sitting member of Congress, she was actively advising and guiding undocumented immigrants on how to evade deportation. This raises an important question. Where do her true loyalties lie? With the United States or Somalia? Actually, now that I think about it, you should see this for yourself.
In caawa aan fursad u helay madaxweynaheena madaxweynaha Soomaaliya madaxweyne Xasan Sheikh Maxamuud inaan maanta ku soo dhaweyno Minneapolis.
Congresswoman Omar, which country are you truly representing? Because from where I'm standing, it seems like Ilhan Omar leans more toward a Somalia-first approach. Now, let's talk about Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, someone Omar appears to admire. But here's the thing, his track record isn't exactly spotless. About a decade ago, an international anti-corruption court found him guilty of embezzling tens of millions in relief funds sent from the US to Somalia. Additionally, he has been implicated in providing financial and military support to the extremist group Al-Shabaab. Not to mention, he's known for cracking down on Somali media outlets that don't align with his administration. So, in summary, we're talking about a leader with a history of corruption, ties to terrorism, and a pattern of silencing opposition. Yet, despite all this, Ilhan Omar continues to show her support for him. And interestingly enough, given her admiration for him, it's a bit surprising, almost ironic, when you hear what she said just the other day.
We are witnessing a constitutional crisis. We talked about Trump wanting to be a dictator on day one, and here we are. This is what the beginning of dictatorship looks like. When you gut the Constitution, and you install yourself as the sole power. That is how dictators are made.
Let me get this straight. Trump is labeled a dictator, yet the Somali president who suppresses journalists, funds extremist groups, and diverts humanitarian aid for personal gain is somehow praiseworthy? Seems a bit contradictory, doesn't it? But anyway, let's get to the main topic. Ilhan Omar is reportedly facing deportation. Before we dive in, though, if you're enjoying the content, consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps in the ongoing battle against the YouTube algorithm. Now, here's where things take an interesting turn. In response to Ilhan Omar's involvement in assisting undocumented immigrants, Republican Congressman Brandon Gill made a bold statement saying, "We should have never let Ilhan Omar into our country, and America would be better off if she were deported back to Somalia." What do you think? Do you agree with him? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. But that's not all. Congressman Gill then took his argument to CNN to elaborate.
I just want to follow up with this post that you had on X. You said that Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, U.S. citizen, should be deported to her home country of Somalia. Omar became a naturalized citizen at 17. Why did you do that?
Well, listen, my colleague Ilhan Omar, she is an American citizen. She is a member of the House of Representatives. I didn't call for her to be deported, but I did say that America would be better off were she deported. I think that there is a serious problem, particularly given after the past 4 years of open borders, of Democrats facilitating the invasion of our country by illegal aliens. My colleague Ilhan Omar was advising illegal alien Somalis on how to evade ICE detection. That is as un-American as you can possibly get. It's unbecoming of a congressperson.
What
and
evidence?
I absolutely
where are
think
you
that
getting
it is
that from
disgusting.
specifically? Where are you getting that from specifically?
We have the audio of her doing that.
But do
It
you
was
think
in an
that
interview.
she is a duly elected member of Congress?
She has a
Her
duty to
constituents
uphold
put
the
her in
values
office.
and customs of America,
you're
not to represent foreign illegal aliens who shouldn't be here to begin
Okay.
with. And I think that raises serious
is
questions.
helping people understand what the laws are. But listen,
that raises serious. To whom is she most loyal? Illegal aliens, Somalis, or American citizens?
She's representing
I think
her
that's a
constituents
very legitimate question.
as a member of Congress. Congressman Brandon Gill, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate this conversation. I think it's really important.
So do I.
Did you catch that CNN host? She's representing her constituents. Wait, are her constituents undocumented Somali immigrants? Because last I checked, illegal immigrants aren't supposed to be voting in our elections. Or maybe CNN wasn't being entirely truthful about that? This is where things get interesting. With Trump back in office, everything is moving so fast that even left-wing media figures seem to be struggling to keep their narratives consistent. But now, let's get into the biggest news of the day. Just yesterday, Congressman Brandon Gill pushed a petition calling for the arrest and deportation of Ilhan Omar back to Somalia. That's right, the process is officially in motion. And honestly, why would Congresswoman Omar even be upset about this? Based on her actions, it seems like she favors Somalia over the US anyway. But that's all for today's update. It's shocking that a sitting member of Congress was openly advising undocumented immigrants on how to evade deportation. The fact that action is finally being taken is long overdue. Now, I want to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about all of this. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing. It really helps out a lot. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe.